Hello and welcome to another video. So I did make it to A3, which is pretty good. We're going to do Aggro Sword today. I had one recommendation to do it at least, and I was planning on doing something of the sort anyway, but we'll get this out earlier than planned probably, because I wanted to go through the new tiered decks, so they'll come out each day so far. They're slightly different to the decks that I have played, but very similar, so it's not too much difference. I just want to see how they go and give a brief overview of what makes them good and that sort of thing, so we'll see how we go. Alright, let's see if this aggro sword works. That's the next thing. Albert's good, but you don't want it that early, I don't think. I haven't played enough of this deck to really know exactly what to play where. It's very storm heavy, so I know that that's its main condition. I play a lot of aggro decks, so this isn't that different to what I normally play, but definitely adds a little more skill to it. I usually play blood, which is just overpowered. Whenever an allied commander comes into play. Okay, +1 until the end. I think we drop this one. It's got to work out how to play this deck. If I give it the boost off the fencer, I get a good trade. I think that's the way we'll go. Especially since I just did that. Okay. I think against Rune, I want to control at least the board a little bit in the start so I can just swarm them. Like I said, I haven't played this much, so it does make it hard. Okay. We might drop the Amelia, turn 4. I haven't played her yet, so this will be an interesting 0 if at least 3 enemy follows. Actually, may keep that. I was planning on planet, but now I realize how its ability works. I think I'll keep it.
You'll never touch Amelia. I'll lead the charge.
We're going for damage at the moment, so we'll boost it.
You are done for. The untrained, I shall gracefully engage.
I think I've got a good alright hand. I can deal with anything major. Summon out a few things. Once they have 3, this is going to be very valuable. Changing its cost to 0 pretty much guarantees you get its ability off.
Done for.
You could probably find a more aggressive build for this, but I think with the cards I have in particular, this is probably the most aggressive I can go. And they stuffed up the one thing I wanted to do here. Don't want to use that yet. I think we just flood the board. Keep dropping the health slowly, flood the board a little bit, make it hard for them to remove their own stuff. There's the Daria, that's what I wanted the Dance of Death for. So we'll just see how this goes first. They might play something bigger. Depends on if they're playing the current Tempo Rune or whether they're playing the previous Tempo Rune. Either way, Dance of Death might have to be saved. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna definitely have to use that here. Which sucks because I would have preferred to have used it in a different way. Alright, so it's the current build.
Look out for the others.
I think I'm gonna lose just off what they've got. Albert's not enough damage. It'll only kill one. Chance of death has to be used because I need to clear that.
Yeah, right.
And I have no way to actually survive this turn. Okay.
I should have foreseen this.
I think my starting was a little slow, which drew me back a little bit. This deck isn't necessarily bad, it's just the way the meta is at the moment. Aggro Sword isn't as good as other decks. Like, the current meta list that's out. Royal Banners tier 3 and Royal Midrange and Royal Control fit tier 2. So they're the only... Yeah, so they're the only SwordCraft style decks. Banner, Midrange and Control. These aggro style ones just don't seem to do as well.
You must die. I guess you're looking for a fight.
Okay, not as bad. Playing against Rune again though, probably not the best matchup, but it is tier 1 deck Rune, so I can't blame them for playing it, especially at A3. No turn 1 play. Pretty normal with this deck. Making my turn 2 a little harder. But kind of got to start dropping stuff, so worth it. This might work. If I can make it to turn 9, I can deal a burst damage of 10. That now fucked up any plan I actually had, so that sucks, but... Probably have to go Vanguard, Veteran Lancer, or Amelia if they play 2 more things. Have to wait and see. Okay, they didn't play 2 more things, but they did drop something, which isn't so bad. I think I can do this way. Alright. We'll go for a full board control, drop Wind God and do massive damage. That's the current plan if they do not clear my board. Which the only way to clear the board is Time Mage. And there he is.
You're done for.
Time Mage clears up all the weak crap with his Crimson Sorcery and the hit, and no doubt they have piercing, which means they can hit something else. That's what I'm guessing. That or they have damage. One or the other. Alright, nothing. That's actually not bad for me. If I boost the Wind God, I can use it to kill the mage. I will then die to Crimson... No, they used Crimson Sorcery, so I won't even die to that. Not bad. I want to keep something here, so we'll see how we go. I could have done a burst damage and went for game, probably, but I've got Alor's Command, which is a nice setup next turn. I think clearing the board off isn't bad.
We're together forever.
Plus, they didn't have the 1 damage last turn to use when they needed to, so I took a stab in the dark, hoping they wouldn't be able to pull off anything crazy.
With a bang and a boom.
Alright. Daria with 0 means they can only fill the board, they cannot play anything. Unless they draw into the spell that draws more cards. Then they have a possibility of drawing the Storm for kill.
It won't be long now.
Definitely lots of combinations.
You'll all be swept away.
Alright. So Daria's gonna kill my wind, that's pretty obvious.
This wind shall blow again.
Do I clear out the board?
You're safe with me, Captain.
Yeah, I think we go this way.
I'm lost? No. Yeah, right.
This way I get to keep Albert, keep the evolve point, and I've dropped them within range. So if they don't have an answer, I actually have 1 chance at winning this. Sucks. Why run Goblin? A weird card. You don't see that often. So I can't easily survive another turn, but I can drop this, can't I? Alright, this should buy me at least a turn. Put me on what, 8? So I can burst down for 5 at least. This will be interesting. We're just gonna have to wait and see.
We're together forever.
Live long, Amelia.
It's knowledge I seek.
So they'll need 7 damage, which is a hard damage number to hit with this deck. While in my hand, I can deal 8 damage, which isn't enough.
For the nation.
I'll lead the charge.
May as well get all this out.
Beauty together.
And make sure they can't kill me for sure.
How interesting.
This way, I can drop Albert for 10 damage without being opposed. They don't run any wards that I can think of. So we should be set.
I'm through.
There we go. I think that gives a quick overview of this deck. It can, obviously it can win.
The
It
pleasure
also
was
can
all
lose,
mine.
like most decks. But for an aggro style deck, this definitely works out. There probably are some better cards that you could run. I do not have the most optimal cards for this deck. This is just a base kind of deck that I have. We'll actually take a quick look at it while I'm at it. I will leave a link to the deck in the description, as always. Jeez, that was weird. That took a while. Okay. These are some of the decks that you're going to see videos for in the coming few days. Tempo Rune, Aggro Blood, and Elena Control. All decks that I've done in the past, but these are all done slightly differently. I might break it up by doing a mid-range Shadow video next, though. So tomorrow, expect probably the mid-range Shadow. Still not perfect deck either, because they're short on cards. Just gotta wait till my gold amount gets built up. Then I might follow that up with probably the Tempo, Elena, and Blood. I don't know in which order, though. Probably Tempo first, though. Anyway, we'll go check this out. So this is the deck. Pretty straightforward. I'm surprised I didn't actually, is it? Well, no. Sorry. Well, my mistake. I clicked on the wrong deck. That's my fault. This one. This, I was wondering why that looked weird. The Aggro Sword deck. I didn't draw any of my Quick Bladers, which is something you really want to try and get early. 3 of them. 3 fences. Floral Fencer as well is always a good card to evolve. This chick seems to do okay. Wind God's good. You could probably drop it to 2 and add another Albert. Just trying to think. There is another card I know I'm missing that would make this deck a lot better. But this is the basis of the deck. You want to try and make sure you can kill with Albert if you need to, but you also want to be able to kill as quickly as possible. So try and deal as much damage, get them to a 10 range, and then if you can control the board from there, you can pretty much win. Good defenses with the Dance of Death and Album's Command. Then obviously they're wards, so they're great. That's also gives you the wards. Other than that, you're pretty much just going for damage. That's your biggest thing. It's basically a goblin, but with an officer tag. Jeez. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Check out tomorrow's video. I will be having more streams coming up here and there, so make sure to check those out. There'll all be links in the description to everything I talk about. So catch you guys next time. See ya.